Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in our Lost Items series that we're colouring with our Staedtler Design Journey pencils. Now we have a globe to colour today. We're going to start with the water, I think. Just having a little think about which pencil is going to be our best sort of sea colour. We have got a sea green. I think it's a little bit too green. I'm going to use it a little bit and then I'm going to mix it with something else. This is 38. I'm going to use it really lightly. Now the good thing with the Staedtlers is that they can go down really lightly. You just gently layer them up to get the colour that you're looking for. So I think it's quite easy to get a light layer. Obviously it depends how heavy-handed you are, but I find it okay. I'm not sure what this thing around a globe is, this thing. I'm assuming it's like a metal thing, but I don't really know. Oh, I'm just colouring over the island. What a nincompoop is the word, isn't it? Right, I'm going to erase that. I'm sorry for anyone that did that. I've just got carried away with my nattering, as is so often the case. Anyway, I'm sure I can adapt that in a bit. What I want to add in is number 35. This is our, I'm just trying to find it, turquoise. And I think it will just work well with the green. I'm going to make the outsides a little bit darker, so I'm going to layer up a little bit here and then make it a little bit lighter as we go in towards the centre. I'm not going to colour over that little island this time. Oops. It's a bit tricky to know what colour to do the land anyway. I usually do it green, but I think I'll do it a little bit differently this time. We'll have a bit of fun with it. See what we can do. So I'm just layering it up here and then just lightening it as we come in. I think it makes quite a pretty colour. I don't know if it's realistic, but then is a globe colours that realistic? Not really. I have paddled in the sea many times and it's never been this colour. I've paddled at Weston-super-Mare. Many of you who are from the UK might know where that is, and it's not actually the sea, it's the River Severn. It's quite dirty. I paddled in the sea at Devon and Cornwall on the south coast, and in Spain and in America, so I'm very lucky. Now I want I've decided that I'm going to do like a sandy beach colour on the edge of some of the islands. I'm not going to be able to do it on this one because I've messed it up. We do have a sand colour which is not really the colour I'm looking for. I'm going to use this colour, 16. It's quite a goldish colour, but I think it will look quite nice. So I'm going to sort of do a bit around the edge and then sort of fade it in to the centre of our. You'd have to do it like this if you don't want to do beaches. It'll be a bit difficult on this one. I'll just do a bit because it's small and we'll do a lot around here. What countries are these, Johanna? You don't look like countries. Now this is on the South Pole, so it's not going to have a beach. It would be white. I don't know, I'll think about that in a minute. I'm going to go for a slightly darker brown, put some darker patches, quite dark, so like the 76. I don't know what I'm thinking this might be. Earth, a few patches of earth like that, or even maybe buildings. I don't know. I just want to make it look a bit more interesting. We're going to put quite a bit there, not that one. And then some green for sort of trees and greenery and things, and we'll use number 5, which is the green. And I'm just going to fill in the gaps with this one. And I don't know how odd it's going to look, but I just want my globe to look a bit more interesting, because usually when I do one, I want the edge to be darker. Usually when I do one, I just do it in one colour. So I just think it'll be a bit more interesting. I'm going to make that brown a bit darker. I've done it with a bit of a light touch because I wasn't very confident in the idea. I think it's working, but it needs to show up. So I'm going to go back to it. The 76 again. This is the Van Dyke brown, by the way, just in case you want to know the colour. I'm just going to sort of blend it out a bit so that it extends into the green a bit. There we go. That needs a bit of something happening with it. I'm going to get the 16. Sorry, I've got to bite my nose. It's decided it's going to run. Oh, excuse me. And redo these, darken these up and sort of blend it into the trees a bit. It doesn't matter if you can see it just changes the colour of the trees a bit, which is quite nice. Put that on a bit on that one as well. Might just leave the bottom one white because it's a pole. It would be white, wouldn't it? There we go. I don't know how realistic it looks, but does it matter? I don't think so. Right, we're going to grab a silvery type colour to do some of the bits that I think would be metal. So I'm going to grab 83, which is Dove Grey. I'm trying to find it. Here we go. It's a slightly bluey grey, which I think is good. And I'm going to put a bit either side and then slightly less as we go in with the leave a gap. It looks quite blue. And here, leave a shine there. This one we can fade towards the middle because we've got space like that. But this one, we can't fade it much, just leave a little white gap. And we'll make this bit sort of silvery too. It's probably some sort of stainless steel or something. This one, the shine needs to go down the centre. There we are. Now the stand, the plinth, should we do it? Let's do it one of the colours we've used already. Let's do it in number 5 in the green. I'm just going to use a light layer. Oops, you don't have to go out the lines. And I'm going to make it dark on the front because I think it would be catching the light on the top, but there'd be a shadow from our globe on there. Can we draw a shadow like that? I don't know, I've probably overdone it now. I don't know, I think that looks a bit old. I'm just going to colour it right over. The shadow would go right over it anyway because it's so big. There we go. Now our little ticket, if we do it in 38, which was our sea green, because it was really faint, so it'll look a little bit different. You can see what this colour looks like. It's quite a nice colour, I think. Sort of bluey green. I never had a globe, but I had a great book for my children which had a pop-up globe in it. It's a fantastic picture atlas. I think I've still got it because it was so good, even though the globe's broken a bit. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there. I was wondering whether to add anything to the pole there, but I think I am just going to leave it white, but it does look a bit like I've forgotten. So actually I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to colour it with number 302, which is the pastel blue, just in the lightest amount, with a bit darker at the bottom. There. Now it looks like I haven't forgotten it, which is, I shouldn't really be worried about it. It's my picture. If I've forgotten it, I've forgotten it. What does it matter? But, you know, there we go. So there is our globe. I think I've done it all. Yes, I have. So that's that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as me. I had fun. Oh, the only thing I was going to do, actually, no, I've forgotten something. white pen. Oh, the lid was loose and I started shaking it. This is a Posca. I'm going to draw some waves on the sea. We've got some marked on here by Johanna. The pen doesn't want to work. Oh, sorry for the noise. I'm just bashing it on my book and it's shaking the whole desk. Come on, Mr. Pen. Let's give it another shake. Make sure the lid was on really well. There we go. Let's hope that works. Yay. So I'm going to go over those marks that Johanna's drawn, but I thought also maybe there'd be some sort of around the edges of the land. It's very faint, this pen. Come on, pen. It's almost drying a bit dry. The nib is a funny colour orange. I don't really know why. Come on, pen. I don't know. Am I the only person that talks with their pen? Maybe I am. I think that it's probably run out, to be honest. I'm going to grab Sakura jelly roll instead, that I know is working. That's better. So just put a few lines around. You don't have to, if you don't have a pen or just don't fancy it, don't do it. But I just think it adds a little bit of interest to our globe. There we go. I am going to finish really this time. So thank you for watching. Have a fab day and happy colouring.